Good afternoon, my name is Ricky LeBlanc, and today I'm here to talk to you about something that's pretty important in today's world. I'm going to explain to you about the importance of tech support. Now, a big question that a lot of people ask is, first of all, if you're not a techie person, what exactly is tech support? We're going to go over that. We're also going to explain the benefits of having tech support, and I'm also going to explain to you some examples of things that can happen if tech support is not present and why it's needed. First of all, let's explain what is tech support. Well, tech support involves two different things. The first thing is going to be the software. This is going to be the user-friendly programs that you use to make your everyday life easier. Also, those programs cannot run alone. They do have to have hardware, such as computers, to be able to run the software. Without these computers, the software can't actually function. So a problem that we do tend to have sometimes is that software can have bugs, and these bugs can cause it to not work properly. You can also lose connections to databases or data itself. Imagine if you were in a hospital. All of the medical records these days are all electronic. Let's say that your nurse walks out of your room after just giving you medicine. Before having time to log it in your paper chart, it's on the electronic chart, and now they lose the network. They now have no idea when this medicine was given to you or how much was given to you. It can become life-threatening. It also can become obsolete. So as time progresses, different things in the world progress to where we need different things to have them work. The next thing we're going to talk about is hardware. Now, hardware, there's a few problems that can happen with it. First of all, it can become faulty, causing the software to not be able to work properly. It can also be affected by glitches in the software. So for instance, you're trying to print something, your software is broken and doesn't connect to the printer properly. That's a software glitch that can cause your hardware to malfunction as well. Now let's talk a little bit. We said we're going to explain about why tech support is important and how important it is. Well, just remember, for every cause there can be an effect, and any type of cost can also equal a loss. April 16, 2013, American Airlines happened to be running a normal day, no problems whatsoever. All of a sudden, they lost their system 100% and completely. They have a system called Sabre. This system is responsible for their reservations, their ticketing. There's laws that require certain reports. This system completely went down. A software glitch in Sabre caused over 400 flights to be canceled and fully handicapped. Now, the airline was fully handicapped for over 4.5 hours. Now, as you can imagine, an airline is very reliant on having on-time performance. So, to have this glitch happen, and for only 4.5 hours to cause as much problems as it did, was quite an effect from that cause. Now, American Airlines has a top-notch tech support team, and their team was able to get the system going again in just as little as 4.5 hours. Now, while that might sound like a long time, had they not had tech support, this could have taken much longer and cost a lot more. The glitch cost American Airlines over $1 million in operational cost and revenue. For every minute that that airline is late, they pay gate fees. They pay airline fees. Plus, there are people that are getting places for meetings, for business, that they have to be there on a certain time. With that being said, they had to refund that, which lost their revenue and made their operational cost even more. Another major thing that happened is just a little earlier this year, the Home Depot had a major glitch to where it was a security breach and people's credit card numbers were given out. Hackers stole over thousands of credit card numbers, and it also compromised the privacy of the business and the customers or consumers. This also caused a lot of customers to not have as much faith in the Home Depot, their safety and security, which in turn lowered their business. Now, to have tech support, there's a couple of different things that you can have. There is something called on-site tech support, which is where you have someone that's actually working for your company on your site. There's also third-party agents. Now, with third-party agents, there are some disadvantages. First of all, we'll look at on-site. First of all, you've got them readily available. They're there when you schedule them to be there. They're on call when you need them. Whereas with a third-party company, they could be closed at a certain time or on a certain date and not be able to assist you in your software glitches. If you have someone that's on-site, they're going to be familiar with your software and your hardware, whereas on a third-party, they're going to generalize the tickets that you put in, and they're not going to know that much about your software or hardware. On-site, they're going to understand the software and how it's relevant to your business. For instance, in my profession, in the apartment industry, our tech support people know how the software affects what we do. If we had a third-party company that was handling our tech support, they have no idea what my business does. Therefore, they only know that the software is supposed to work a certain way, but they don't know how it can affect me if it's not. Tech support's going to save you in the long run, okay? It's going to be quite expensive to get started, but it's definitely going to make sure that your business can function the way it needs to. Having tech support is going to minimize downtime for any problems that you may have. They're going to make sure that your business is up and running as much as it can be. Also, it is going to be a preventative to save you from bigger costs and total system failures. Just like with American Airlines Sabre glitch, had they not had tech support, that 4.5 hours could have turned into 48 hours, which then in turn could have cost the airline billions. You have to look at the big picture here and look that even though cost goes up, your loss is going to go way down. So you have to weigh out your options and see exactly what tech support is going to save you. So like I always tell everyone that I'm explaining tech support to, save yourself some stress and hire yourself some techs.
Oh.
Good.